Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Learn with Pat. I am your host, Pat Taylor. I have one question for you today. What are you doing to stop inflation from ravaging your savings, your lifestyle, everything that you've worked hard for in life? What are you doing today? Because let me tell you something, as sure as we are sitting here right now, your money, your investments, whatever you think your wealth is on paper right now, it's being ravaged. And I'm just going to share with you plainly. Look around at the news right now. Look at what's going on. We're seeing every 2 weeks printing out of thin air a $2 trillion, right? This is not sustainable. This is not a sustainable way to continue to drive the economy. You cannot drive the economy while just printing money out of thin air. What is that doing? You know, a lot of average American citizens don't understand what's going on. They don't understand economics. They don't understand the engine that's driving this thing. But let me just share with you, if you have money in the bank, if you have money in your pocket, every time that a dollar is printed out of thin air, that is nothing to back it. There's no gold, there's no silver, there's no commodity backing this. You just print another $1 trillion. Every $1 trillion dilutes what's already in your pocket. And think of inflation like this, right? Think of inflation as a balloon, right? And you put air into the balloon. What happens to them? You still have the same amount of material for that rubber that's encasing that balloon, right? But as you force air into that balloon, the material stretches out farther and farther and farther. And so while the balloon is very thick when it's small, as it expands, the walls of that balloon get thinner and thinner and thinner, right? The same thing is happening with your dollar today. As the economy, it's the inflation is the actual printing of the money and increasing the money supply. And as that increases the money supply, the money that you have, think of your money as the wall of that rubber balloon. It's getting thinner and thinner and thinner. And what that means in real everyday practice is that it takes more and more dollars to purchase the same things that you need to live, whether that's food, whether it's gasoline to put in your car, whether that's the car itself that wears out and you need to replace. Just a very practical example. I'm going to tell you right now, when I was a kid, just out of high school, earning minimum wage, I had more buying power than most middle managers in business have today. And let's just look at it, just one snapshot. I was making about, and this is with overtime and working hard every day. I was bringing home in my pocket $350 a week. Now, to most people today, that would be considered, you'd be on poverty level wages. But back in the day, let's look at what prices were. The price of my family's 3-bedroom apartment was $150 a month. I was making actually more than double our rent every month. Every week I was bringing that in. If you're going to have the same income today, comparatively, the same spending power, you would have to be making, because that same apartment today is renting for about $900 a month. So you'd have to be making about roughly $1,800 to $1,900 a month or a week, every week in your pocket, bringing that home every week to match the buying power that you had in 1981. That's just one small example. And you can apply that to everything. You go through the drive-through today. When I was a kid, they advertised that you'd get change back from your dollar from McDonald's for what? A burger, fries, and a drink. Go through McDonald's today and that same meal is $10. So you factor a 10 times the cost, but wages have not gone up 10 times. Look at what's happening today. What am I saying all this for? Why this is not an economics class, right? I'm just trying to give you some real world application to realize that if you're not doing something right now to augment your income, you're going to get crushed, because whatever you have in savings right now is being dwindled away. Whatever's in your 401k is being dwindled away. Whatever's in your pocket, whatever's under your mattress is being systemically dwindled away by the ravages of inflation. And nobody can escape it. We know that there's inflation. We know what's happening because we see it every day on the news. They're talking about another trillion, another trillion, another trillion. It's not sustainable, and it's having a negative effect on your ability to economically care for yourself and your family, those that you love. It used to be, I have heard it said, if you want to be wealthy, you cannot become wealthy unless you can make money in your sleep. If you can't earn money in your sleep, you can't be wealthy. Today, if you can't earn money in your sleep, you can't even maintain. You can't even just live your current lifestyle. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. We're going to talk about what can you do to earn money while you sleep. Sounds like a crazy thing, right? But what is behind that? Behind that is systems. Most people focus on exchanging their time for money. They go to their employer's workplace, they sit in their cubicle or on a factory line or whatever they do at their place of business, and for X number of hours, usually 8 hours in a day, 8, 9, 10 hours a day, they work at that business and they make a set amount of dollars per hour. Now, let's look at this from the business owner's perspective. He's not trading hours for dollars, right? He's using your hours to make him dollars, because hopefully, and you won't last in your position very long, right? If you are not making a profit for that business, your labor has to be worth more to the business owner than whatever he's paying you, right? Otherwise, why? He's not in business to make a loss, right? He's not in business to lose money. He needs to, there has to be something that you're doing as part of a process or system or function that's earning him money, right? Have you ever noticed that the owner of your company doesn't necessarily have to be in the place of business every day at the same hours you are? Now, I would grant you that most business owners are workaholics, right? Most people that build a business are into it, and you generally will see if sometimes they're working more hours than you. But the company is not dependent. If he goes to France for 2 weeks on vacation, or if he spends some additional family time with his family, the business is not going to come to a grinding halt. Why? Because he has systems in place, and you as a wage earner are part of that system, right? So you realize that you are part of a system that is making someone a living and a profit. That's how business works. In this brief session today, I just want to help you change your mindset a little bit to start thinking like your business owner. And I'm not telling you to go and put in your 2-week notice tomorrow and say, hey, boss, I quit. I'm done. Right? I'm telling you to start thinking, because you can put systems in place. You can start learning these this skill set without quitting your day job. That would be foolish, right? Because that's your sole means of income right now. That's your main bread and butter. That's what's bringing in the bacon, so to speak. But start changing your mindset. Start changing what you are doing to earn a living. Because if you don't, if you continue to do what you are doing, you're going to be crushed in the economy that's coming. It's coming. It's already here. It's been here. It's been happening for decades, right? But we're going to start feeling. We're really going to start feeling the pinch. And I don't care if you have a prestigious job title, and even if you're making a significant income. A lot of people might hear this message today and say, "Well, I'm doing fine. I don't have to worry about it. I'm a executive level, whatever. And I've got a great annual salary." But as they continue to print out trillions of dollars out of thin air, you're going to start seeing your savings, or it's obviously going to start at the lowest end of the economic spectrum, but it's going to affect everyone. And so anyway, I encourage everybody to start thinking about building systems. And I'm going to give you one small example, one tiny example, because I know this works, right? I'm going to tell you something that I know absolutely works. I've done it myself. You have to change your mindset. You have to change what you're doing. But using information is a great product to sell online. The internet is a fantastic tool to deliver a product automatically, collect money, advertise your product. Think about your website, right, as a sales page. And this is just, there are a lot of ways to advertise your marketing message these days, whether it's social media, whether it's a web page, whatever the case is. But think of your digital presence out there as a salesman. You hired a salesman, a representative of you. But think about this. That representative never calls in sick. You never have any HR problems with your digital representative online. He presents your marketing message the exact same way every time a visitor comes. So you dial in your marketing message and it's going to get presented exactly the same way. I've been in situations in sales where they would give you a script, or they would give you what they wanted you to do. And you listen to other people's conversations, right? And hey, I worked for Blue Cross for a little while. We were supposed to, at the end of our presentation for health insurance, also make a pitch for our dental insurance too, right? A lot of people would just skip it. I don't feel like selling dental insurance today, or I feel funny pushing this. I don't want to be too salesy, right? But that's not what the company wanted. The company said, this is the process. Well, you don't have that worry about human emotion, humans getting off the script or doing whatever. You have a digital representative presenting your message the same way that you want it every single time that it's presented. You have a process that you have tweaked, that is tried and true method, right? That people go through to finally collect their money, for them to open their wallet, give their credit card information, and deliver the product. This is all without your intervention. This is not you working 8 hours a day at something anymore. This is you setting up a system and letting that system run. Can't think of a better scenario in this day and age than that. You see my dog's tail over here. Get out of here. I'm going to tell you one thing that I did. All right. This is just one simple thing to give you a nutshell idea. I started learning about internet marketing. I set up this page. It was in Warrior Forum, right? warriorforum.com. And they cater to people that are trying to figure out how to do things, the technical aspects, the marketing aspects. So it's all online marketers. So it's a concentrated place where online marketers go to market their wares, mostly digital information and coaching courses. I developed a book, and it's called How to Earn Your Living Online. I've sold that book anywhere from $27 up to $197. That book is sold even over that with coaching. But let's just look at a mean, say $27 for that book. I made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on just that one product alone. And this is what I did. I set it up. I see Daniel had a question here. Let me, I'll share that in chat in a second. It's warriorforum.com. WAR. So I set the system up. Inside Warrior Forum, you can have a sales page. So I set my specific sales page up in Warrior Forum. I even had a little video, right? And all my sales copy. And at the end, there was a link, right? You click the link, it would take you to my sales page where you could buy the product and get the product delivered to you. And it took a little bit. Now, obviously, it took some time to figure out, hey, what am I doing? How, what are just the concept of understanding how to automate marketing, right? But once I understood the concepts, once I set up the sales page and collected, when they went to my page, I collected their email address so I could continue to market to them over and over and over again, right? Not just that one product, but other products as well. So not only did I make the $29 or $27 on the book, on the front end, I would sell them things on the back end as well. But when this system was fully in place, this is what I would do. On Friday night, I would go and take $20. It costs $20. And it's a kind of like Craigslist. If you're familiar with Craigslist, when you sell a product, let's say a car or ad for a roommate or whatever, you put something on the list, right? You pay your money, or in Craigslist was free, but in this case, you pay $20. It puts you at the top of the list. So when people go to the forum to see the products that are for sale, you would be at the top of the list, right? Kind of like, just like Google, right? You want to be at the top of Google to be seen by people. If you're on page 35, nobody's going to see your ad. So what they do is they charge a little bit of money, put you at the top of the list. Now, the next guy that buys advertising, he pushes you down to position number 2. The next guy pushes you down to position number 3, right? So it's a continual process. So you get pushed down as more people advertise. And then next week I would come back, pay my money, get that to the top of the list. Ding, ding, ding. I get chunked down every. But what did that do? So every week I'd pay my $20 and I'd make hundreds, right? Because people would see it. It was a good deal. And as people looked at the book, it was really, it's actually still for sale. It is a meaty book. I have great reviews because as people read it and purchased it, they would come back to me and say, man, this is fantastic. You should be charging way more money for this book. This is great. I've been applying this to my business. I've had people of all kinds of different backgrounds and different businesses apply the same principles and increase their sales, do things that would help them in their business. So it's really a business book for business people that want to take their business to the next level, or people that are just starting out as new entrepreneurs. So as I got testimonials from people, I put those testimonials in my sales copy, right? And even more people would buy the book. So it would just steamroll down the hill, like the snowball down the hill effect, and just picked up steam. And this took me, when everything was in place, it was a 30-second process per week. How many people can say they make hundreds of dollars per week for 30 seconds of time? Now, granted, I had to learn about it. I had to set up the systems. I had to do all those things. But once it was rolling, once you have the knowledge and the system is set up, 30 seconds, hundreds of dollars. Now you can take that same knowledge, 30 seconds, thousands of dollars, because there's no real difference between selling a product that's, as far as the process, right? Obviously, there's going to be different elements involved, but the process of selling is no different for a $10 product or a $10,000 product. It's the same process. And so all of that said, I want to offer you today, I'm gonna put something here in the chat box. It was already here. I don't know if you got it. This is my book. It's a $2 book, like $1.99, up and running in 3 days. It is my systemic process. I'm going to share my screen with you here. It's the process for how this is done. And if you don't know, if you've never attempted to do this, never attempted to build an online business, this is my amazing, it's $2.99. I'm sorry, I said $1.99. $2.99 offer of the month. If you have never attempted to build something online, this is a great way to do it. Now, in the words of my own mentor, I'm not giving away the secrets to my multi-million-dollar business for $1.99, okay, or $2.99. So there is an upsell. There is an upsell. The book that I told you about that I had been selling on Warrior Forum, that's made me a lot of money, there is an upsell to that book, that exact same and an updated book in this offer. So this is what it does, right? What if I could simply take you by the hand and show you what to do? What if I can just show you the facts? It took me a lot of, learning all by myself, right? Just trying to figure things out on my own. What if instead of just the school of hard knocks and trying to just figure it out on your own, what if I just give you a model that actually works, right? This is not, and again, check mark number 3, this is not some unproven theory or quackery. This is something that I have actually done myself. I'm just telling you exactly what I did and the steps. And it's sort of the, it's a very short PDF. It's only about 5 pages long, right? The $2.99 one, the up and running in 3 days. And all I do is say, do this, do this, do this. It's got, you ever go to a big box store and get like a desk or some piece of furniture that is in a flat box, and you take the thing home, you lug it home, you bring it up the stairs, whatever, and it's got a sheet in it, and it says, okay, take fake wood piece A and connect it to fake wood piece B with this screw C, right? And you put the whole thing together. That's what that $2.99 course is all about. Do this, do this, do this. It's step-by-step instruction. At the end, you will have the knowledge to take you to the next level. Probably unlike anything that you have ever experienced before. And the reason I say that is a lot of books give you a bunch of theory, right? They will give you a lot of information. They will give you a lot of theory. And then it's like, okay, here's a theory, go apply it. What this book does, what this little 5-page course does, is give you the theory and then give you a link or give you a step or give you some concrete thing to apply so that you can do it. Just go in and do it, do the next thing. And at the end, you have a small business in a box. And so there you go. Again, not only are you going to get, this is $2.99, $2.99. I don't know where you're going to get this kind of information. When you get this course, you're also going to get my other course. It's an internet course. You'll get an email every day with action items to do to take that kernel of knowledge that you get in the $299 program, take that to the next level. And it really gets kind of in depth with the mindset and with your niche in marketing. What are you going to sell? What do you want to sell? What it helps you to not only the process of selling, but also the process of building your business. So it takes you from ground zero and helps you to build your business. That is my 39 days to online success. Why is it 39 days to online success? Because that's how many steps were in the process when I was done. These are also timeless principles. I didn't put in a bunch of stuff that if you go through that 39 days course, these are the things. They're not gimmicks. You know, you see a lot of gimmicks. Everybody's selling something every day. I got one marketer. He sends me a new thing every day, right? But really, the process of selling, he's doing the process, right? But the things that he's selling are gimmicks. If you understand what I'm saying, right? The things that he's selling is just the latest fad. But he's using the timeless principles to sell the gimmick day to day, right? What I'm giving you in this 39 days online success course are timeless principles that all the top dog marketers are using. So we're not going to just push a bunch of things that aren't going to work. The principles that you learn in this course will be as effective in 10 years as they are today, because they've been working already for 100 years or 200 years. It's the same marketing principles. These are the same principles used by all the top marketers. And I break it down in a simple to follow format. And you're going to get that just for your $299 investment. You're going to get that. That is the thing today. I hope that you are encouraged to do something for yourself, because as a nation, we are going to be ravaged in the coming months and years by inflation. This is the way to change that for your life, for your family, for yourself. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up. I am going to open the floor. I see we got a couple of, let me check out my chat here and see what's going on. Let me stop the share. Here we are back. Okay, take your hand. I saw your hand out there. But that's it. That's what we do. That's it for today. Any questions from our team? Anybody got anything for the good of the cause here? All right, thumbs up from Spring, Texas. And with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up for today. But I hope that you will really take this to heart, and that you put this in action, because we need to focus on systems. We need to focus on not just trading hours for dollar. You might have a great job. I'm not telling anybody to go quit their job, but put some effort, figure out a way. You know, there's one guy, and I'm just going to bring this one guy up. He's selling messages on potatoes. This guy has built a business, and what he does is he writes like little congratulations messages, puts them in a box, and the people get them, open them up, and it's just a novelty. Congratulations on a potato, right? The guy buys a potato, he writes on there with a Sharpie marker, whatever, happy 50th anniversary, whatever you want. You go to his website. What do you want on your potato message? He writes it on there, sends it off. That's his business. There's a guy sending messages on potatoes that's built a business for himself. So if there's a guy building a business, writing messages on potatoes, you can create a business, right? And have it be profitable, and have it, maybe not even replace your income, maybe augment your income. What would $1,000 a month that you could do like I was doing with Warrior Forum, making a few $100s. That was about maybe $1,000 a month business back when I was doing it. What kind of how would $1,000 a month that you worked 4 minutes a month for, how would that change your life? For some people, $1,000 a month is pretty much any car you want, right? That's your car payment. $1,000 a month can change where you live. It could be an apartment in a maybe a better part of the city or a better school system for your kids. That's just one example. One example. So I encourage you to take action. I encourage you to do something. And I would say make it a great day. Make it a great week. And we will see you next time on Learn with Pat. Thanks for joining us.